Have you ever heard of the Brownies? No, not those Brownies. The other Brownies. These magical creatures are from Scottish folklore. The Brownies are small, shy, and helpful household spirits who live in the shadows of homes, barns, and farmsteads. They're not goblins or fairies who play tricks on people. They're kind of like a domestic lavery. By night, when the family is asleep, they would come out and do all sorts of chores. They would sweep the floor, churn the butter, mend the tools, or even tend to the livestock. And farmers would often find their work done in the morning with no explanation other than that the Brownies had been at it. Now, though they were shy and rarely seen, the Brownies had a few rules. First, they disliked laziness and they only helped families who worked hard. Second, they refused to be paid in money. This was a little inconvenient for the families, but it wasn't really that much of a problem because the Brownies were really only interested in two things: being left alone and the occasional bowl of cream honey or fresh bread which they would accept if it was left by the hearth for them. But on the other hand, they were very easily offended. If someone mocked them, bragged about their help, or tried to give them clothes as a gift, which they absolutely hated, then the Brownies would run away, sometimes forever. In fact, there's an old saying in Scotland, "A brownie clad is a brownie gone." When this happened, the household would quickly notice the loss as the chores piled up and the farm grew less prosperous. In some stories, the Brownies are linked with the fairy world, but unlike dangerous fairies, they're described as friendly, though very proud and temperamental. In fact, in the Scottish Highlands, the Brownies were often called bogles, which is a much stronger and wilder fairy, one that could turn into a real nuisance if angered. Despite this, the Brownies became so beloved in Scotland that the name has carried into modern times, most notably in the Girl Guides Brownies, a group for young girls who do good deeds much like the magical helpers who inspired them. So, do you believe in Brownies? Let me know in the comments. And be sure to stay tuned for more magical tales from around the world.